So what lengths would you go to try and save your relationship? Would you just do anything it takes, Denise?
Well, first of all, I think it's very easy to, and I've done it myself, to comment on other people's relationships and say, I can't believe that person's staying with that person. Yeah. Until you've walked a mile in those person's shoes, you shouldn't really comment. In this, my current and final marriage, to my lovely Lincoln, because it is me third, Amber, to Lincoln, who we have we have a great marriage, and I think it's been out there in the public. I've certainly talked about it enough on this show, but we both had issues with alcohol and various things when we met. And Lincoln did an interview recently. He's an artist, and he said drinking didn't bring me anything but pain, except that it did bring me Denise, because if we hadn't both been drinking, we wouldn't have been in a nightclub at 6 a.m. But the point being is that we realised that the only time that we were fighting and arguing, which is the case for lots of people that I know now as a sober person looking on, is that when we were drinking. Yeah. And we decided that amidst all the madness that was going on around us, we had something really special, but that had to go. I wish it had gone before, but it didn't. But meeting Lincoln gave him and I the anchor to stop drinking.
And have both of you never actually given in to drink ever since then?
We've never, ever. It's
That's
7
really
years now.
admirable.
We've both been sober, and we
I mean, the thing is, I always say, I mean, mine's the second marriage, and I always say to Stephen, if you ever leave me, I'm going with you. Simple as that. But I often look at the reports. I mean, we're all a bit judgmental, I think, when we read in the paper, particularly about Wayne Rooney and Colleen. And I often think of the embarrassment that she's had to go through. And I think that's like very hard to deal with. However, I'm going to say this, but I sort of think that, like a lot of people, she likes the lifestyle, and so she's got 4 lovely boys.
They've obviously got something more that's keeping them
they've got 4
together.
little boys. And also, it reminds me of one story back in Belfast, actually, in Northern Ireland. There was a certain club owner, and he brought his mistress every night to the club. And his wife was also there. And I said to her, why do you put up with that? Isn't that so embarrassing? Yeah. And she said, what am I going to do? She said, am I going to sit in a 1-bedroom flat with a 1-bar electric fire? No. I'm going to have the nice car, have all the money, have the lovely house to live in until I want to leave. And I thought that was actually a rather good way of looking at it. And she did in the end. Yeah. She met somebody after 4 or 5 years and got married.
So I think for people my age and my generation have really low tolerance in relationships. Like, it's one strike and then you're out, cheating, anything like that, you're gone. And I'm a bit like that as well.
Do you think that would be even if you were married, Amber?
I think it's probably because we're younger at the minute, but even people that have been with 2 years, like, you're gone if you put a foot wrong, which it's good in a way because, like, I know my self-worth, I know what I want and I want better, but it's like sometimes you might catch people throwing away a good thing because they've got this guard.
And dare I ask, sorry, I was just going to say, dare I ask how your coupling is at the moment?
My coupling's good.
Yeah, Gloria using Love Island lingo.
Yeah, so we're like exclusively dating. We're not like official yet.
Right, I need to ask you this, Amber. Right. So when I say to my 18-year-old, so are you going out with her? He goes, oh my God, I'm talking to her. Then you get with them. Then you go out with them. Then your boyfriend, girlfriend. Has this boyfriend and girlfriend, as regards asking you to be, is that a Love Island thing? Because we just used to get together and then you were boyfriend and girlfriend. So if you're exclusively dating Greg, then you're his girlfriend.
Not quite.
You are, though.
But tell him that.
They've only known each other a month.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think because it was such a Love Island, such a weird situation, it's quite intense. We've only known each other a month. I wouldn't have
not a real month. It's not a real month.
Like,
you know, it's not a month in real life.
Yeah, it's like weird.
I mean, to be honest, though, going back to what you said on the show. With the Michael situation, you were prepared to give him another go, even though he had gone off with that other lass.
It's television.
It was real life. It was real life to them.
Yeah, it was real life to us, but I wouldn't give it that.
You wouldn't have. You said no in the end.
Oh, you wouldn't have gone back?
No, I like the satisfaction of him coming back, so I just let him come back.
Oh, you just did? Oh, good on you. Sorry, I'm like sweating.
I just wanted to hear it. I just wanted to hear him say it. But we had such a good friendship, so I wanted to hear him out at least and apologise. So I knew I wasn't going to go back.
But you wouldn't have gone back?
No, I wouldn't have.
I tell you what, though, when you go to Dublin this weekend, Dublin, meet the family? You're really going into his set, aren't you?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
looking forward to that.
I think that's probably part of the reason why we're not official yet. I haven't met any of his family. I haven't been over to Ireland yet, so that's kind of the next step. But we're taking things really
So
slowly.
can you be in the programme on Monday and tell us how all of that went?
Absolutely.
It's a long distance thing at the minute, I guess,
Yeah, it
isn't it? Not
is.
long distance,
Yeah.
obviously. It's only an hour away and everything. But still, it does mean that you know you can't just drive to see one another.
No.
So it changes the
it's
dynamics
gonna
of it a
be
little
hard.
bit, doesn't
Yeah,
it? In
yeah.
those early stages.
But I think that if you want to make something work, you put the effort in. If you really like someone, you're going to go to the ends of the earth to be with them.
Yeah, exactly,
And
yeah.
You're in a long-distance relationship as well.
I certainly have been,
Yeah.
and we've been away quite a bit. And it's like you say, and go
Yeah.
back to Wayne and Clean, if you're in something that you feel is special to you, you'll
You
make it
do
work.
it, yeah.
You know, if it's
Do it.
hard work, that's
Doesn't
just
matter.
part of
Yeah.
what it is.
Definitely.
And obviously, you're very early days,
Yeah,
clearly,
that's the
but
thing,
that's
yeah.
the fun bit too.
It is, yeah, it is
Exciting
quite
going to
fun.
Dublin for a weekend, exciting
Yeah.
for him coming over here. That's what it's all about in those early stages, isn't it?
Yeah, and in Love Island, we're on top of each other all the time, 24
Well,
so it's
you
like-
know, literally. they tried to do away with that this year. Don't worry, you were very respectful. Don't you worry about that.
Embarrassing.